channel, and he's talking about how TIs, or he's really trying to insinuate in scientific, theoretical kind of connotations, and the way he's talking. They talk very strategic anyway. So we have to be careful because they will love to, 5150 at TI, and I don't want that to happen to any of us, any of us. So that's why I say, be very careful about what you say and how you say it. Hello. Hold on, I'm trying to get it better on here. There we go. I hope you are a real person, like no games now. This is an adult channel, very respectful channel. And I'm just waiting for you to come on. I don't know. Hello, can you hear me? Hmm. Hang up and let me remove you and come back on. Let's see. Can come back on. Try it again. Let me try again. Yeah, try it again. Sometimes that happens. I don't know why, but sometimes that happens. Let's see. Add to stream. Okay. Maybe it's something in your settings of your phone or your laptop, maybe your camera. You have to give permission for your camera and your audio. There we go. I'm seeing something. Can you hear me? Type in the chat if you can hear me. I see like a white screen. Hmm. Yeah, I guess that's not going to work. Well, we tried, and I'm not going to stay on here long, guys. I have to go because I have to get ready. It's almost 9 o'clock. I have training, but I'll come back on tomorrow and we can try to do it again. Hopefully, maybe you might need to go in your settings of your laptop or your phone and allow um, the camera or something like that. Yeah, like sometimes like it'll your camera might not be set. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't really clicked on in a long time with somebody else's StreamYard, but it might be because your camera is not allowed. You have to go into your settings and allow camera and microphone, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, do you have a YouTube channel? Do you do you okay, we trying to come back on again here. Let's see. I'm gonna add you again. I can see a blank screen. Like you coming through. It's just like we can't hear you. Take your headphones off.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Guess my headphones are not working or something.
Yeah, maybe it's the headphones. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I didn't catch your whole show. What was you talking about?
Oh, I'll be talking about all kinds of stuff. My channel, the Princess Bronze Uncut channel, I do commentary on a lot of stuff like um targeted individuals, gang stalking program. I used to do a lot of that, but I'm trying to get out of that, like talking about it so much because it is draining and stuff. And it's a lot of other new YouTubers are coming talking about it. So I just like to listen now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, but I
You
do like news commentary, whatever I find, like mostly natural supplements and stuff like detoxing, heavy metals, parasites, just getting your body back into fitness and homeostasis and stuff like that. So,
when did you first experience the gang stalk, and how did you figure out what it was, and that that you didn't think that it was something you was doing wrong socially?
well, mine was pretty much a gradual kind of uh revelation. Like it was different things that built up into me figuring out that I was a targeted individual. So, you know how some people may say that someone was just stalking them all the time? No, it didn't happen just like that. Like mine happened where I was getting like, I guess, electronically harassed first. Like I was getting shot with like electronic weapons that I didn't know at the time was electronic weapons. And until I started doing the research and figuring out, oh my God, there's something called, EMF technology and stuff like that. And with that, you're not going to see people who are doing that to you. That's the thing. Most people have not who are being electronically harassed are being harassed covertly, and most of the time you're not going to see anyone really targeting you unless they're foot soldiers. They're the ones that are out there and their job is specifically is to follow you in your community and harass you in your community. Those are
So
just those are the community harassers.
what they're doing is they're looking for vulnerable people, and they feel like that's an easy target that they could get away with whatever strange thing they're doing.
Well, for me, I believe from what I've researched, because of me, when I talk about research, I research what was going on with me, right? And I came across a lot of information about what others have written in articles, who have what they've said, like on the news channels, because yes, even the news channels have um, did commentary on it. So this is not something about word of mouth of people just talking, oh, I'm being gang stalked. No, 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 no. People are really getting gang stalked, and this is not something that you should take lightly because it can happen to anybody. But the main thing is they know who they're going to target. And most of the time, it's the people that either who are highly intelligent people or people who have been in a situation that they were wronged. So most of the targeted individuals are the victims in a situation that they may not know about. Some could be blackballed on a job. Somebody could be doing something or going some way in a way that another person doesn't want them to go, or maybe speaking up, maybe protesting about something. So yeah, are you interviewing me? Because
No,
you're
because
your ass off on that typewriter or whatever you typing on that laptop.
no, that's my phone is making like a, I don't know, some type of noise. That's why I try to put the headphones in, because I didn't want that to happen. I think it's the speakers from when you talk, they're like popping or something.
Yeah, because that's every time like I'm saying something, it's like distracting me because I'm like thinking, dang, it's like you typing. This is what it sounded like.
Yeah, I hear it too. Let me try these headphones one more time.
Okay.
All right.
Say something so I can hear see if I can hear you. See, I don't hear nothing.
Okay. Oh man, I thought these headphones worked. They was working. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay.
What?
Are you a TI?
Um, I'm not sure. to what extent, I don't know if it's various different groups who go about doing these certain things.
Hmm.
But I would say I have experienced similar things, similar issues. I wouldn't say the you said an ETF. I haven't
No,
experienced that.
EMF, electronic
EMF.
magnetic frequency weapon.
No, I haven't experienced that. But I would say with me in particular, it's just been in certain situations with people where I could just tell the vibe is really weird, and
Hmm.
then they interact with me, and I see them doing certain gestures, like they do something to try to entice a response. And I'm a pretty chilled and laid back person,
Right.
and then I notice like one person does something to try to get a response, and then there's like two other people in the distance watching. And I'm
Hmm.
like,
Oh
what?
wow! So you've actually caught them in the distance watching. Yeah, I've caught them too, following me. But yeah, like in the community, those are just like the $10 an hour people. They're getting paid. I mean, if they're getting paid, I have to say allegedly on a lot of stuff because give out disclaimers because when you do YouTube, anybody can come and say something, but you want to say allegedly. You don't want to. I don't want to be sued or anything like that. But anyway,
Yeah, so I'm just listening to other people experience and trying to piece together from my own intuition and try to figure out
right.
what it is and what's the root cause of it. I think that in my opinion, I want to say that it's like a spiritual divide taking place, and
Hmm. It could be the wheats from the tares. Yeah, it could be that too. It's a lot of situations and a lot of things you can think of that it may be like it could be a spiritual attack. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, before anything happens in the physical, it's happening in the spiritual.
right,
So
because it
it could be that. It could be you could be being tested. You
yeah,
know, you
it's
can
just
think about that.
it. I mean, of course, it is a test to see how I respond, but it's I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know if stuff like this has always been happening,
Right.
but it just I don't know. Just something in me just start
Mhm.
recognizing and picking up on certain stuff.
Right. Or it
Like
could be where you're living, in what city you're in, that
yeah,
the cops are
I don't
doing that.
I don't I wouldn't say I have issues with the cops, but
I'm
it's
not saying that. I'm not saying that you
okay.
have issue. You don't have to have an issue with them. You don't even have to. You could be a law-abiding citizen with nothing on your record and no problems or nothing. They could have some kind of situation where they're just surveillancing the community. You know what I mean? So, and
So
that, and
okay,
even that,
so
I can say that because of other channels are telling you this. Other like really like people who this is what they do. They research this stuff and they hold events and talk about this stuff. How they've researched that some of these cities are pretty much stockpiling these covert weapons and eavesdropping technology and stingray technology and stuff like that. It's not just because you're saying that someone is bad or anything or a lawbreaker. Not at all. Not at all. Yes, there are some people that break the law, but I'm not here for those type of people because that's not what my channel is. My channel is very really is for most of the time the innocent people who have been wronged in society and have been stalked, harassed, blackballed, um, falsely accused, falsely arrested, even injured, okay, by these mofos. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here for to let people know. Start your channel if you have been harassed, attacked by these gang stalkers, and let people know because if you are quiet about it, no one's gonna know if something really happens to you. You know, you're not
so
gonna,
so
so that's
so
that's
what
what my channel is really about. I always come on here to tell people to speak up, step up when you're being wrong, because if you're not gonna speak up, when are you gonna speak up?
I,
When are you gonna speak up?
So
It may
I
be
guess
too late.
my issue is just trying to figure out um, where specifically is it coming from, and it sounds like you're saying it's more of a organizational
Mm-mm, no,
type
I
of
didn't say
thing.
that. I said it could come from any direction. It could
Okay,
be more than one direction.
because I think my situation, I think is, I don't think an organization is involved, but if it is, I think it's more of an organization. I don't want to say which one specifically, but let's call
Hmm.
them a old fraternity. Let's call them that.
Hmm. Well, are you in a fraternity?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
I
Have you been asked to join a fraternity?
uh I was in the military, and when you're in the military, there's a lot of people who are in fraternities. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to tell when people join these fraternities that they was one way, and then once they joined, I could tell that they was a new initiate, because then they would go out of their way to harass somebody, and they would have like witnesses, like kind of like the same thing I'm seeing now, where a new person joins, they go harass somebody, try to create a hostile situation with them, and then other people who've been a part of the or fraternity a little bit longer, they're kind of off in the distance, but they kind
Mm-hmm.
of they try to portray to the public that they do like charity events and they're all about the community, but it's
Yeah.
the word is not coming to me, but you know what I mean. They're
Yeah, you're basically the property of the you know who. So whatever they need you to do, you got to do it, you know?
right. So I never joined the fraternity because I could tell people principles had changed once they joined, and I never wanted to be in a position to be peer pressure to do something as a pawn uh, for somebody else's gain. Kind of ironically, I still went into the military, but I didn't want to join their secret organization. And
Well, not all of it. I mean, the military is a good place, you know. You can't really just because of one bad section just discount the whole thing. Like I come from a family of military vets, so I will never like talk bad against them, but it is some criminals in their organization. They have to weed them out. That's why they have the military police. You know what I mean? So you can say no. You know, you should. Anyone can say no. You can be a part of in any organization. If you don't want to do something, you get your ass out of there and stand up for yourself and put. If you got God in your life anyway, you shouldn't be even fearful of no one and no man. Period. You put it in God's hands because He'll work it out for you.
yeah,
Period. You
but
know, and if you don't want to be in any kind of organization, no matter what it is, you quit it. You know,
right,
that's just like a job. If you go on a job and you see that they're not doing stuff wrong, they're in there discriminating against somebody or they trying to harass somebody, you quit. Period. But if
right,
you get a chance, let them know. Like, listen, hey, something ain't right up in here, and walk away and quit. So even in the military, you can quit. You don't have to get harassed and stuff like that. You see that on the news. Like if they weed out people, you know, they don't want no bad seeds in there to give them a bad name. Half of the higher ups don't know what's going on downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be um, alert and on point. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
right.
So that's my answer to that. And that's in any organization from the fraternities, sororities, and all. I think it was number God that kept me from joining a sorority in college because it wasn't meant for me to do it. And I thank God because now that I know what I know now, I wouldn't want to join a sorority like that. Not when you
Yeah,
take oaths and stuff, because God doesn't want us taking oaths. You let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. And if you got to put your hand on the Bible and swear to something, that's taking an oath. Yeah, but still, we have to still obey the laws of society. But God wants us to follow His commandments too. So it's choices. But when you're being harassed and attacked, yes, you need to figure out what it is, because that's what a lot of TIs do. They spend their time trying to figure it out. But you still have to listen to other people's point of view on it, because some people are being spiritually attacked through witchcraft. Some people are really being attacked by organizations. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if people don't want to admit it or not, because people get afraid to talk about it. But it's on the news. It's been making the news. So I, I'm
So,
just I'm just reiterating the same old stuff I've always talked about. Like I made over like 500 videos, but not all of them were talking about targeted individuals. But that's why I don't have to talk about it anymore. I mean,
are you
I'm just talking about it right now because you sound like a nice young man, and I'm just bored and trying to waste time until I do something else. But I'm moved on from really talking about it all the time. Like if
okay?
period. I
Are
just
you
get like with me, I'm very impromptu. Tomorrow I might want to talk about it, and if I'll turn on my YouTube and talk about it.
what region are you from?
I'm from United States of America. That's all everybody needs to know, because there's too many
Oh,
stalkers and gang
yeah.
stalkers.
Well, I'm from the Midwest, so there's some things I'm not familiar with. Like somebody who's from the South, they're more familiar with like people who do like witchcraft and stuff like that. And like I was working with people, and
Mm-hmm.
something was just coming to my mind because like people they kept like offering me food, and I was like, I don't even know you like that. Then you're offering me stuff like I
Yeah,
don't know how you prepare the food. I don't know what you're doing with it. I thought it was weird. And like recently, I came across information learning that people do like witchcraft of food.
yeah, they can put stuff over your food. Well, sometimes, back in the days, witchcraft was just mainly they would use roots, certain types of roots, to put a spell on the roots and then feed it to that person. Or they didn't even have to feed it to you. They just put a spell on some food or roots, herbs and stuff, and then it'll, hey, it'll do whatever it's supposed to do. And the only reason why I know that is because I watch stuff like that. I've seen stuff like that by researching and trying to figure this thing out. Like when you're doing this research, it's going to carry you all kind of places. It's going to carry you Googling and reading. I read a letter about this. Somebody wrote a letter and said how they initiated him into the gang stalking program.
How what happened with that? What's the process they did with that?
The person was just saying that they initiated him into the program. They told him this is what he needs to do, and he would go around throwing hand signals at the handler would throw him signs. Pretty much the same thing you just said, like how the people are you harassing you or targeting you. But yeah, it was just a whole letter. You can find it on Instagram, not Instagram. You can find it on the internet. Just Google the gang stalking letter, something like that. I don't know how I came across it, but I read it on a live that I did, and I don't know which live it was, but it was a long live. It was like over an hour. Um, that was like I think it was last year when I did it. So, but I don't know. Yeah. Hello, Zeta Rex, sorority, all sellout Greek boule frauds. Well, you know what the boule is. They're the ones that do the dirty work, I guess, from what the research that I don't know anyone personally. Let me put my disclaimer out. I don't know anyone personally in the part of the boule, but I know from reading and researching and watching videos and stuff that they have on the internet, um, that is something called the boule, and they follow the orders of the higher ups. So
Right? Because I've seen stuff like that in work environments where I was working in a certain industry, and I was able to make a lot of money, but there were other. I'm a black man, and
excuse me 1 second.
there's like other black men in it, and you can just tell. that it's like they're gatekeeping, so they could be. It's like they're there for to be a token, and then they,
Yeah.
but then it's like they take pride in being like the only black person there, and it's like when other black people get into the industry, it's like they harass them to make them quit and not want to be in that industry and try to chase them off. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
see what's going. You about to take off?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, but you were on something. You were hitting some right good points. But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about this another day because I'm getting distracted
Okay.
again. Sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah, research it. That's the biggest tool. Just research it, Google it,
All
and
right.
you'll find some interesting videos, especially on YouTube. YouTube is a resource of all the stuff we talk about.
All right.
But I would focus on the people that actually tell you their story, like they have a story. Like if you don't have a story, it's really kind of hard to believe that you're a targeted individual because we are already being discredited by the scientific community. They want to label people having a medical condition. This is not a medical condition. In some instances, it is, and those people I don't deal with. I don't even want them coming on my channel. I don't want them, certain people you don't want on your channel, period, if they're not, sane or if they're not doing the right thing or they're out here to just hustle and fraud people. That's not the type of people that I want on my channel.
Right. All right. So I guess I'll let you go. Enjoy the rest of
Well,
your day.
thank you so much for chit chatting with me, Joe. I hope I answered some of your questions, and you can also just research it and see if I'm saying what what you've been wanting to hear and you needing to hear. But it's more than just one thing. It's many facets. You just don't know. You never know. You could have said something, cut somebody off, and now they just wanted to, do that. So it's all kinds of stuff. So all right, guys. Peace and blessings.
All right. Bye.
And bye-bye.